This is Jonathan Gewurz with possibly the most important video you'll ever watch. The world we live in is full of terrorism. We see hatred and violence everywhere we go. But what can we do about it? The Torah tells us the power is in our hands. As we go through the story of the 10 Makos, the plagues that Hashem rained down on Egypt, we find they were midah keneged midah, measure for measure. When God sends a punishment to the world, He does not do it randomly. Rather, it is a message. This is an area in which you faltered. Here is the commensurate punishment, which lets you know what you did wrong so you can correct it. This is not just a measure of God's punishment. It's actually part of the mechanics of the universe. And that knowledge is something we can put to our use. In Parsha Shemos, Paro's daughter opened the basket. Inside she saw the young baby, Moshe, and she heard the lad crying. Her mercy was aroused, and she said, "This must be a Jewish child." The Gemara in Sota discusses, why does it call Moshe a nar, a lad? It should have been a baby. It gives several answers. The Baal HaTurim, however, says, V'hinei nar bocheh, the lad who was crying when Moshe lay there in the Nile was not Moshe, but Aaron, his brother. It was his cry that aroused the mercy of Batya, the daughter of Paro. How did she know it was a Jewish child? She said, if he's crying because that baby is in trouble, this must be a Jewish child, and that must be his brother. Only the Jews care for each other so greatly that they feel the pain acutely as if it was happening to them. Such an action aroused her mercy, and that is the secret that we can all use. If we want to put an end to terror and violence in the world, we need to put an end to the hatred and the jealousy in our hearts. If we are forgiving and loving and respectful of our fellow man, the world will be improved and changed. When Aaron died, suddenly the world became a more violent place because the peace that he infused it with was gone. The message of the universal mechanics of God's amazing world is, be the change you want to see in the world, because that is the way the world works.